What's up, you guys?
Are you recording?
I'm already recording. I have this thing that I just record whenever, and this is the spin-off, spinning off from whatever the fuck is, currently mainstream, but important topics also. Because I was on Twitter. Wait, before I get started, I'm with the engineer of the Cam Lopez Solar Podcast and engineer, period, Yo Allen.
Howdy.
How you doing, man?
Can you hear me?
I can. You want to bring your mic up? Can you hear yourself?
Not really.
Can you? I don't think the headphones are on.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
That's the battery generated headphones over there.
No, that's true.
But
Oh, now I can hear myself.
there you go. You got on the mic?
Yeah.
Awesome. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Cheers. Your Honor's my pregame partner. Cheers.
That's right.
There you go.
Beer.
All good. That's my pregame partner, next door neighbor, fellow musician, close homie. What else?
Band member.
Band member, jam member.
Jam member.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, so I want to get started on this fucking, once again, R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi and everybody on that fucking helicopter and shit like that. But what I really want to get to it is, I'm broadcasting off of Spreaker. Cam's on SoundCloud, so we're going to leave that to her. And I'm going to start this different platform. Yoran's not the co-host type of guy, but he's still, still cool with it. But yeah.
I'm an enforcer.
I want to eventually I eventually want to get a consistent host on here or a guest, whatever like that.
You need guests, man.
Huh?
You need guests.
I always need guests.
Yeah,
I got people that
you got to keep it interesting. You can't be stagnant.
No. But I like Cam because it's hard to carry a podcast by herself, and I know she's one of them that can do it. And I know she's going to have some guests on soon, so shout out to Cam. But I was on Twitter because that's my shit. And you know me, if you listen to the Cam Lopez Solar Podcast on SoundCloud, we talk about Twitter a lot. But to this Kobe thing.
What do I think about it? It was horrible that he died.
It's horrible that he died.
That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. But we remember his legacy, and it's he was doing a lot of stuff off the court after his retirement or whatnot. And once again, pardon me for my speech impediment, so there might be some words that you guys might not understand. But the fucking people that came out talking about he's a rapist.
Well, yeah.
He's not.
Well, he wasn't like.
He was accused.
He was like acquitted. Is it?
He was acquitted, but he was accused and acquitted of sexual assault. But the thing about it is, how come if you guys that are calling him a racist, a fucking rapist, you fucking dumbasses. It just makes me mad. If you would have read the transcripts or paid attention to the trial. Because if you're calling him a rapist, you're probably too young enough to know. I don't even know how old you were, but we followed that trial. And if you read the transcripts, and if somebody is acquitted of sexual assault, then that means they're not a rapist, correct?
Correct. That's what I think. I mean, otherwise he'd be in jail right now.
I mean, Tupac went to jail for rape, but I mean, to keep it honest with you. In my opinion, and this does not affect the thoughts and views of Spreaker or any subsidiaries that I'm connected with, soon. I don't think Tupac touched that girl. And if he did, then he did, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. I mean, during that time, you're going to actively, knowingly go up in a hotel room where Thug Life is, or Tupac and his homies. Like it's not like it's a secret. Like you see him in the videos, he got homies. It wasn't the Outlaws, but I don't think it was. But you know what I mean? So I'm thinking it was a motherfucking gangbang train or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I mean, you're the only one up in there, or was it two girls? I mean, it's just you.
I don't know about that one.
I'm just saying, man.
I barely even know about the Kobe one.
Yeah. So let me get back to the Kobe thing, because that was an example of, like Tupac going to jail or whatnot over some bullshit. And what I don't understand about that case is if he didn't touch it, how come his homies didn't step forward? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we did it. I'm gonna hold him down. That's my boy. This shit is gross as fuck. Whatever the fuck that shit is. And so back to the Kobe thing. Kobe's accuser, I want to let everybody know, Kobe's accuser, during the time they keep their identity hidden, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which is complete bullshit. So if you guys, at that time, Caitlin Faber, which is Kobe's accuser, they didn't let her know, they didn't release her name, but we found out her name, shit, with the transcripts. Caitlin Faber was from what I know from word of mouth, because I used to fuck with people that worked at the Staples Center. You know, we used to had the hook up to where if you give me your jersey, my boy will leave it in the locker room and Kobe will sign it. It's just like a thing that they did. They had a system. If you see the jerseys right there, okay, I'm gonna sign these. They're sitting over here. I'm gonna sign these real quick. So shout out, I forgot his name, Matt or some shit like that, but he was the motherfucker that every time they fall, he would mop up the floor. He would run on the court and mop the floor up. And he has rings too. So every person in any franchise, if you work for a team, if you're a fucking mob boy, you get a ring. He got rings, NBA rings. After a championship, everybody gets one. So he would let us know shit about, you know, stuff like that and talk that was going on. But Caitlin Faber was an NBA black book slut. Straight the fuck up. If y'all know, shout out to Eddie Jones. I'm dropping the tape because all this shit is irrelevant anyway. But Eddie Jones, he was a Laker, gave Kobe the number. He was like, hey, I'm going to Denver. You know what I'm saying? They on the road. And, you know, who's the little hot ones that I ain't got to fucking worry about when I touch down? You know what I'm saying? You got a little nice one for me? He's like, yeah. You know, they got a little buck going around, NBA Black Book. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know, you want to get your rocks off. They got the little sluts and shit that hang out in the clubs with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really thinking about rape. They just, okay, you're a motherfucking escort. You're a prostitute. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
And, you know, he slid Kobe the number. Kobe had the number. You know, that he got correspondence back and forth to her. And, like, when she got to Kobe's hotel room, the porno was already on. The chair was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his little things that I ain't gonna go into detail because the man is gone. You know what I'm saying? He's not here to defend himself. But his little, you know, fetishes or whatnot. But yeah, man, like you can't call Kobe a racist when
Rapist, not racist.
Yeah, she's in the NBA Black Book. She's an NBA Black Book slut, and I'm letting everybody know, Caitlin Faber, Kobe ain't no fucking rapist. This nigga around, like I said, whoever's post that was, he's around a ton of women. You know what I mean? Like, and there's some shit I will spill. So, I was talking about my boy, man. His brother works for AEG. If you guys know what AEG is, the motherfucker that pretty much run the Staples Center and all those venues over there. Okay. And I was talking to him, and I remember he told me this, and this is probably like 8 to 10 years ago. And he told me that LeBron was going to the Lakers. And I told everybody, like, I talked to this dude that pretty much his brother is a major shareholder in AEG. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he told me, Kobe's coming to the Lakers. Kobe made a deal with Jerry Buss no, not Kobe. To get off Kobe real quick. But LeBron, he knew LeBron was coming to the Lakers like 18 years ago, and he told me that LeBron was playing poker up in the Staples Center, whatever the fuck they were at the suite. And the bus was waiting for them to go back to the airport, and LeBron just had the bus waiting, whatever, I'm playing poker. And at that night, he made a deal with Jerry Buss to come to the Lakers. And a lot of people don't know that shit, so true story. So with all that shit, y'all thought that LeBron was, nigga, the whole time I was telling everybody, he's going to the Lakers. He made a deal like 10 fucking years ago before Jerry Buss even died. It was like a promise or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That like conspiracy theory shit that actually comes true. And you know, like going back to Kobe, like there were rookies on the Laker team. And their girlfriends would be like, let me just go with Kobe tonight. You know what I mean? NBA players like on the team, like rookies, fresh on the team. And when there's a line, there's a yellow line, a red line that says media. So once that line comes, once they come out that when they're walking through the little back garage area or whatever, and you see them in their suits and they're walking in before they change, the media can only start filming at a certain point. So once that line is, they can't cross that line. And they said after that line gets, after they pass that line and the cameras can't go past, fights happen, all type of shit. My boy said all type of shit happens that the cameras don't see. And he would say, nigga, girlfriends be waiting back there. And they'd be like, just let me go with Kobe tonight. It's just one night, like, you know what I mean? Like, they said Kobe would take their girls, bro. Like, take them. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, straight to the spot, to the hotel room or whatever like that. And I believe that shit 100%. So I just want to touch on Kobe's not a fucking rapist. Like I'm saying, old girl was a fucking black book slut, and you can't just call somebody a rapist just because somebody was accused of rape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. If he was acquitted, then he's not guilty.
He was acquitted. Tupac was guilty, and I still believe he never raped her. Like I said, she was a hot one, and probably got tag teamed, and did not like what the result was afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like. Right. That liquor, all that stuff wears off after, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, you will think totally different. Yeah, man, you gotta drink the beer up. Don't worry about the drips. This is a Pergo.
All right.
Yeah, man. So,
yeah,
another subject I want to touch on. It's not up to you. I go out a lot. I'm a social person. And there's a lot of things that we don't touch on. So, you know, since this is, I don't even know what this podcast is. You know what I'm saying? This is like a trial and error type of thing.
Okay. So let's figure it out. Like, what do you think this is going to be about?
Your
other podcast seems to be about self-improvement in some kind of way.
Self-help. In every kind of way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's not mine. That's actually Cam's podcast.
Cam's podcast.
Yeah, we just produce it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And it's not up to my views anyways. That's why this is the spinoff.
Okay.
Not of that podcast, but just podcast period. Shout out to 99. He was my first podcast partner. And shout out to Pedro too. Pedro would rock the he would chime in, he would give us the traffic, the news and shit like that. It was pretty dope. So shout out to them. But yeah, I'm eventually want to get a consistent host. I talk to a ton of people, but I mean, who's really committed? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to do a podcast, and is people even going to listen to it? And yeah, sometimes people listen to it, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not up to you, gentlemen. I'm talking to, and don't get me wrong, this is through experience, and trust me, I've done the same thing. So I'm not acting like I'm the end-all be-all of, you know, super Mr. Advice. But sometimes it does work out in my favor. And I just want to give that, you know, the little bit of game that I have to you, whoever's listening. So yeah, it's not up to you, gentlemen. Rules to going out.
Rules to going out.
The social setting.
Okay. Club,
bar, restaurant, El Torito.
El Torito.
It doesn't matter. It's not up to you. Stop asking women if you can buy them a drink. That's my rule number one right there.
Don't buy a woman a drink?
Don't ask.
What if the girl asks you, like, can you buy me a drink?
Then you decline. And you know what you tell them? You say, hey, can you buy me a drink? What do you tell them? What would you tell them?
Depends on the hotness. Sure, I'll buy you a drink.
Shit, you know what? To keep it real, that is superficially correct. If you're attractive, but then again, if you're attractive, you shouldn't be asking for a drink. I don't think if you're attractive and have to ask, if you have to ask, period, you have no game. So as far as so it goes both ways, men and women. So one time in the club, shout out to Mussolini, that was my fucking road dog. We used to club a lot, 4 days a week.
Mussolini.
And a girl asked me, can you buy me a drink? And I said, I'm not the type of guy that buys women drinks, if you ask. Sorry, that's not me. I said, tap that guy on the shoulder. Because my diss is already done. So I'm not adding insult to injury. I'm just like, now I'm trying to get you your drink. Like, let's find that guy. All right, we have Jasmine over here. Jasmine, contestant number 1. You know what I'm saying? So the guys like, let's go find that guy that's going to buy you a drink because it's not going to be me. If I have it, because I'm a broke nigga. If I have it, you know, I want everybody to have a good time, but I'll offer it. Don't ask. And there is only, like, women usually do not. There's only, like, seriously, I can probably count 2 women in my lifetime that asked me to buy a drink. Maybe 3. And one I didn't know, 2 I knew. And that's what you do. You just say, you know, if you're having a conversation with someone, you know, an attractive woman or ugly, doesn't matter. Everybody needs love. If you're having that conversation with them and you see that their glass is empty, you say, hey, what are you drinking on? Or do you need a refill? And usually if she's a smart woman, she'll say no. Because she doesn't know you. You're fucking creepy. You're a fucking stranger. So women have to be careful. I know a lot of women are carefree and stuff like that, but I've known 2 people, maybe 2. Shout out to 99 again. We were headed home one night and we found a girl stuck at a light and she got roofied. So we pulled her, hopped in a car, pulled her over, called the police. I think we called the city worker because he was really close. It was like super late at night, and called the police. So, because she was like, I got roofied, and she did not look good. And then the homegirl got roofied, and that was some trash. So, yeah. Shout out to Che for getting his ass up the spot too, because he was hot. Thank God she like made it to her car, but she was passed out for like 2 hours.
Well, my 2 cents on that is like, if you need to roofie someone, then you're just not a man.
So I don't understand the roofie.
Yeah, you're just not a man. Like you can't handle your shit like sober or fucking, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's pretty low. You know, I mean,
that's a low, no?
I mean, I had blackout sex before.
You got roofied.
No, I mean, we're both drunk and we woke up the next morning like I think something happened. Like in the fucking movie, straight up. You know. Like, hey,
That's never happened to me.
looks like our clothes are off, so I'm gonna go ahead and try for round 2. Are you down for that? Even though we don't remember what happened? Yeah, I'm going for round 2 in the morning. I'm gonna ask you, of course, but yeah, we don't remember what happened. So since our clothes are off, let's just knock this morning breath sex out. But yeah, I never understood the roofie. I think it's gross as fuck because, you know, I have daughters myself. Yeah, and I worry about that shit.
Not even go this far as to say that I've never actually had to get anybody drunk to get them in bed.
No, the thing about it is, it's not trying to get anyone drunk. That's not the point. The point is that that alcohol is involved. We might go outside, smoke a joint, come back in, water, pickle juice, whatever it is. Yeah, you eventually want to have sex with this person. That's my premise. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that shit at all. I go out for a conversation and I go out for physical contact with women. You know what I'm saying? Not creepy, but like eventually to get to know them, go out, whatever like that. One night stands, that shit does not happen. At least not to me. It has, but you know what I'm saying? Like being a social person like me, people think I get like a ton of tail. You know what I mean? But it's not true. A little bit. But
A little bit.
yeah, man. So it's not up to you. Stop asking these women to, you know, if they can buy them a drink because they don't trust you. Don't let have something else to talk about. I think being a good listener is always good. Let them ramble. You know what I mean? It might be. It's like I'm saying. It's a catch-22. It's a 50-50 chance that it might bite or not. But like I'm saying, the creepy hug. You know what I mean?
Creepy hug.
The creepy hug.
Yeah.
I like hugging women from the side because I'm like, it's non-threatening. Like, I don't want my body up against yours. And I'm letting you know that. Like, hey, I'm going to lean in real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If I'm attracted to you and we kind of have a rapport, yes, I'm rubbing all over you. I'm rubbing all over your body. But yeah, so that's the thing. I just want to really focus on the men's behavior when I'm out, because it can be disturbing at times.
It can be.
What's kind of weird stuff you've seen dudes pull? And women too. Throw women under the bus too. Please. Just kidding, ladies.
With women, it's just like whenever they ask for a drink, I think that's kind of trashy. Like, oh, can you bring me a drink? And that's happened to me, but I've actually never bought anybody ever a drink. Unless I was like hanging out with like a friend.
Yeah.
Or like a girlfriend or whatever.
Girlfriends are cool because, like, girlfriends, not, that's my girl. Like, girlfriends are cool because you guys can go like, hey, I just fucking grabbed you another beer. And it's like likewise, you know, like one of my homegirls, we would always go out like, you do you, you do you. I'm like, yeah, because I know guys are going to want to talk to you. And like, it's whatever goes. Like, if you find someone that's cool, it's no, you know, if we're vibing, we can go home together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're chill like that. And that's what I miss. I had actual friends that were, you know, girlfriends that were like girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Chick friends.
Chick friends?
Chick friends. No.
I mean, women that you have.
Just friends.
Huh?
They were just friends, not girlfriends.
No, not girlfriends, but you would actually be sexually involved too. But it's still.
That's a friends with benefits.
That's friends with benefits. But it wasn't, but you guys aren't dating at all. You're just like, want to go rub on that real quick? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's knock it out real quick. It's like, to me, you know, sex among friends is like walking around the Rose Bowl. It's like a workout partner. You know what I mean? So you have, no?
I don't know, because like if she's doing that show with you, who knows who else she's doing that show with?
I mean, yeah, you want to rap the rascal and all that, but I mean, that's not the point. It's like, and that's another thing. It's none of your business. That's one thing. That's one thing about situationships is you don't ask. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Like Tustin asked the whole two years or year and a half that we were on and off, asked twice if I was sleeping with anyone. You know how many times I asked her?
How many?
Zero. None of my business.
Okay.
Because we're not an item. We're not dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like if you see me with a person, you can cough. No one cares.
No, I'm burping.
Oh, yeah.
Burping away.
If you see me with a person consistently, like, oh, they're dating, that means that we're an item. That means we're not dating. Unless I tell you we're dating, or that's my girl. Like, a lot of people will assume something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I'm saying, I might just make out with my homegirl, but we're not sexually active at all. But we just want you to, you know what I'm saying? We do that for entertainment, because we know motherfuckers gossip. So let's give them something to talk about. Like, no. And then and if they hear something, you're like, oh, no, that was entertainment. You thought that was, you know what I mean? That's the fun part I like. And it's cool to have friends that you can have fun like that with. But.
And then what happened to all these people that you're just like that?
What do you mean what happened to them?
Yeah, like, do you still talk to them, like, at all? Or, like, are they strangers now?
I talked to a few of them. There's two I don't talk to at all. But, you know what I'm saying, that's here or there or whatever. I mean, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, a bad note. But they're just, you know, doing their own thing, meeting new people. And that's the thing about it, man. People come in and out of your life like seasons. And me, I like to be consistent or have it consistent, you know what I mean? Like, that's where my toxicity comes from, because I want it every night, every day, all the time. But I won't bother you during the day. I won't bother you. Just hit me up. Hit me up. And I mean, that's the thing, dude. I'm not, you know, I don't want to be too attached, because that has happened, and I will fucking end up acting a fool over some stupid shit. But somebody else will check me, or I'll just be like, hey, it's not worth it, you know. Even though the sex is amazing, like Rihanna. Sometimes you just gotta like fall back. So yeah, it's not up to you, gentlemen. Stop being creepy.
Stop being creepy.
Stop being creepy. As far as the ladies goes, what do you think?
About what? What do you mean? Like,
do you think ladies get a...
Can women be creepy?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I can remember this one time that I was just hanging out with, I don't want to say names.
No, we don't say names.
Okay, well, I was hanging out with somebody, and this other chick just kind of comes over. She kind of bumps into me. and she kind of steps on my shoe, and then I was like, "Ow, be careful," or whatever. And then she said, "Oh, can I step on you again?" So I was like, that was kind of. I know she was kind of like hitting on me, but.
Oh, okay, but she was not attractive.
She was drunk, and no, she was kind of cute.
Okay. Everything changes. Oh, she was ugly. Kick her to the curb. Yeah, we are superficial as fuck.
Yeah, that's how men are. Like, unfortunately, men care more about looks, and women care more about money. And that's
a general statement, because I don't believe that fully. The climate says that there's nothing but gold diggers out there.
Well, the attractive ones are. Let's face it.
No, there's few and far between. There are some women that are
I'll say that, but you can't generalize.
You can't generalize. You cannot. Because I know there's some gorgeous women out there like, I make $100,000 a year. I just want them to be nice to me. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah,
but the one chick that's making $100,000 wants to be with a guy that makes $1 million.
She doesn't want to be with a broke guy. Trust me. I'll tell you right now, I'm the full package without the money.
Me too.
Right? I'm just saying, like, I'm just keeping that shit real. But
it'll be a whole different fucking vibe around here. We had money.
But I mean, even if I had a ton of money, I would still have airs of, I'll still be toxic in one way or another. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like money doesn't change who you are. It just enhances who you are.
It's gonna enhance it greatly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're gonna fucking be this new asshole that everybody hates. It's
just
gonna be it's
like Brandon times 10.
It's like and whatever you are, that's what's gonna amplify.
Yeah, I have one motorcycle, then now I have 5.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'll have a truck and a couple of nice. I wouldn't go stupid, low key. Give me a nice little Honda, house in the hills, where you can't find me. Come down to kick it for a bit, smash at the house. But no, you wouldn't find me clubs. Trust me. Shout out to the young people, because I'm not an old bitter man, not yet. It's what you try to not be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you have history like I have, semi-turmoil, nothing dramatic. You know what I mean? But hopefully I can write some memoirs one day. I do want to write, and somebody's gonna do this. It's a great idea, but who gives a fuck? But you remember, you heard it here first.
All you gotta do is write it and then have an editor look at it, and then
I'm my own editor. I'm my own editor. Shout out to my journalism teacher, Ryan Ritchie, well-known writer for High Times Magazine, LA Weekly, ton of shit. He wrote a ton of shit, and he covered the Lakers for a couple of seasons too. So shout out to my journalism teacher, Ryan Ritchie. My first journalism teacher actually did the research for Biker Boys, the movie. He gave me a D. That's why I had to take the journalism class over again. So that's my shit. But if I were to write some memoirs, it would be the women I've been with. Fuck yeah. And then I would either name them by name, because names don't mean shit unless you know me. I'm like, oh, I think I remember her. But who gives a fuck, because we're all old as fuck now anyway. But if it's too obvious, it'll be a little bit off. You know what I mean? Because it's for the reader. Who gives a fuck about the name? It's about the experience. And that's what I want to do. I just want to write, my first experience when I was 6 years old, and I was fucking making out with this girl in the backyard, and we all walked down the driveway to the street, and everybody was like, ooh. I was like, I felt good. To me, I wasn't even embarrassed. I was just like, yeah, I did that. She's cute as fuck, huh? You know what I mean? Long time ago, just fucking badass kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But, man, I think it's important. I think it's entertaining, too, because I had a fucking, a lot of bodies. Is what they call it. It's what the young people call it. But shout out to the young people, because they go to the clubs. Young people go to the clubs, they wait in lines, they pay those expensive prices for drinks, they wait for their song to come on, they get to look at their phones the whole time and take selfies with their friends. And I don't remember that. I remember something just fell. I don't know what that was, but that was caught. So I love when they cook salmon and asparagus, but not to get off subject. So I remember being at the clubs, man. We used to live in the clubs 4 days a fucking week. And I remember that club, 50 shot up in the club, that club that he shot that video in. My friend got into it with the owner, or I guess she was the hostess or the owner, whatever it was, but she was the chick at the end that was just looking at 50 like a fucking meat snack. And my homie got into it with her, and I remember we snatched my homie, shout out to Mussolini, I think it's crazy. These niggas pulled up in like an Escalade or some shit. He snatched the champagne bottle out of their hand and brought it back into the club. And we was in VIP and was getting into it with niggas I guess that was their VIP, but we didn't give a fuck because we had a bottle of champagne. And it was so funny because 50 Cent no one even knew about 50 Cent back then. That was just a spot he just happened to, you know what I mean, to throw the video at. And this is probably at least a year and a half before we even knew who he was. And I was like, nigga, go upside his head with that bottle if you need to. And, you know, that's what we did back in the day. But what the fuck was I talking about? Young people in the clubs. Yeah, clubs are fun. I love to dance. If I go anywhere, yeah, I'm old as fuck. I can't go to clubs no more. I'm old. But the last spot we was at is the ovulating room. Shout out to Medusa's Lounge. That spot is, what do you think about Medusa's?
Well, like as soon as you step into the ovulation room, it's just like a funk that you can't describe unless you're actually there.
It is, the temperature goes up about 10 degrees immediately.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. And it's a lot of rubbing and contact. And it's like you want to be in there. You want that. Like when I go in there, I'm like, yes, let me find her. Let me find the one. You know what I mean?
The one?
Yeah, the one. I'm looking for the one.
Shout out to KO.
Shout out to KO. Yeah, KO's Tinder profile is probably the best bio ever in Tinder history.
It is.
Because he only has one thing to say.
Looking for the one.
I'm looking for the one. And they're like, oh, that's me. And then KO gets
swipe right.
And then KO gets swipe right, and then KO gets a ton of ass. Oh man.
I've never been on Tinder.
Speaking of Tinder, I'm gonna tell you about Tinder. Tinder to me is like Candy Crush. I met, I guess, an ex-girlfriend on Tinder. That was the only. Now, I went on some dates. Let me tell you about my dates. But I met an ex-girlfriend, the girl I was dating for about 6 months in 2016. And, yeah, we went on a Tinder date. We actually came up here on your street, on this street, and smoked a blunt, or smoked a bowl. I think we smoked a blunt. And she was not superficially, I guess she was fuckable. You know what I'm saying? I'm mean as fuck, I'm sorry. But yeah, she ended up being like, her brain was beautiful, and I ended up fucking with her for like 6 months. But I ended up fucking a homegirl. So, her best friend? Yeah, so that's what happened.
That's
so,
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know these people, but we won't say names.
You won't say names? No, but I ended up fucking a homegirl, and yes. And the thing about it is she gave me a pass. And yeah, I'll get into that. She said, just don't fuck her while I'm not here. And, being in a poly relationship in the past and all that shit, I guess I'm spilling some guts, but who gives a fuck? We only live once. I'm a sexual person. Love it. I love the contact of a woman and all that good stuff. But, I think I hit the lotto. I was like, I got a girlfriend and I get to fuck her homegirl too. So that was fun. And I fucked up and I fucked her while she was gone. And that killed it.
As you would if you won the lotto. Like, what happened to Brandon? He spent all his money.
No, I told my homegirl, and my homegirl liked her a lot. She was like, "You're doing too much. That's not cool." So my homegirl told on me. My homegirl snitched on me. And yes, we're still friends, but it was wrong. I thought I hit the lotto, and I thought I can do whatever I want. I'm like, hey, let's have a party. We're gonna come over and have some fun, because, I thought I hit the lotto.
Right.
So if you hear me saying this, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I thought I hit the lotto. Yeah. And I did not hit the lotto. I scratched off a scratcher and won $1. That's what the fuck happened.
No, it's like you won the lotto and then the ticket just flew out of your hand.
It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? I got to have one more hoorah and almost beat a motherfucker's ass at the same time. So, but it's all good. It could have been different. Shout out to everybody in that party. I had fucking fun. Fun as fuck. Like, I had a lot of fun. It was more fun than fucking grief, and the grief was it was very quick, and it was a very quick death. So, Where was I going from that?
I have no clue, Brandon.
I have no clue.
The story kind of takes out like a toll. On
I do massive tangents, dude. I'll be talking about one thing like Kobe, and then that mattress over there. But what was I talking about earlier? Clubs.
Young people at the clubs.
Young people at the clubs. But how did I get to? Oh, Tinder. Yes.
Yeah.
So Tinder is like Candy Crush to me. Tinder is a game. It's a superficial game. And the funny thing about it is this. Everybody knows men are thirsty. I'm thirsty. You won't see it. You might see it, but I'm not thirsty like other people. I really believe that. So Tinder's thirsty. You guys know it. And what I trip out on Tinder is a what? What is Tinder?
An app.
It's an app, but what is it for?
Just to hook up with people.
It's to hook up with people. Now, explain the word hook up, because that term came out when everybody was watching that MTV shit. And I'm old. I was old back then. I'm old fucking now. What the fuck?
It's hook up.
What the fuck, dude?
Hooking up is just, I guess, you fucking meet the person and you either fucking make out, have sex, or just have a nice dinner. I don't know.
That's what I want. See, did you hook up last night? And I'm like, I'm going to say, did you link up last night? That means, okay, you met that person. I'm not going to say hook up. I'm going to say, did you fuck? You know what I mean? Did you tap that shit? Did you smash? Did she let you smash? What happened? Like,
See,
or who gives a fuck?
For
Like,
me, smashing is kind of like a new term. Like,
smashing is.
I didn't hear that shit till like recently. Like.
I heard that shit at my coworker said that shit at a job I had a couple years ago. She was like, so if somebody would let you hit, would you smash? And I was just like, I was like, probably not, because I have a girl. And trust me, I wasn't trying to smash anything because my ex was fire, the sex was bomb, and all that good stuff. I don't know who I'm talking about. But yeah.
Name no names.
Name no names. But she was like, yeah, and my ex thought I was definitely like just not, capable of cheating. Never did, didn't have to. So insecure that she cheated a lot. And now, you reap what you sow. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
Because if you what you reap, you sow. And I know about karma. Karma exists. Yeah. It exists. It exists in your own reality. Like, what goes around comes around. That's for sure. And you just want to stay out of that. You want to stay out of that traffic. You want to stay out of that energy. But
I can honestly say that I've only cheated once, and I was like 19, and that was with my second or third girlfriend? Third. And it was just like a stupid mistake. And after that, I said I'm never going to cheat on anybody ever again. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I keep my fucking honor code.
That's cool. Like I said,
no cheating. When I kind of feel like when you cheat, like your soul flies out of your body for a little bit.
I think people.
When I did it was fucking just.
I think it's
the worst feeling in the world.
I think it's effortless. I think it's a vibe. I think it's exciting as fuck. Because, pretty much. To me, I think that I'm a dick in the glass type of guy.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Yeah, so, you got the break in case of emergency.
Oh, okay, so you're just like an emergency tool?
I really think I am, because I'm likable. And I've been that guy. I've been that guy that's been like, he's fucking, what I'm saying? Like, not that I know the dude and I don't want to know you. And I don't fuck with married women. Fuck that shit. But, if you got a dude, and the thing about it, the girl's not going to tell you they got a dude. They might, but then again, it's like, I feel myself, I'm the go-to guy. Like, well, if anything goes wrong, at least I got this guy to fall back on because, what I'm saying? Like, he's cool. And I've been, that looks really good. Are those pork chops?
I don't know.
I've been the guy the fucking, that random fucking text, like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Like, that's odd. Are you home? Yeah, I am actually. Excuse me. Or, I'm out right now, but, well, what's up? Can you come get me or can I come over? I'm on my way home right now. You know what I mean? I've got those texts because it's a quick fix. You know what I mean? They know Brandon's not going to give you any problems. Brandon's not going to bother you. You can just Smash real quick and be on my way. You know what I mean? Like,
Brandon barely even cares.
and that's the thing about it is like I do care now because I'm getting older and like I want to settle down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like fucked off my marriage and whatnot. So, you know, but I find that the liberated woman nowadays, they just want to ride dick and make some money. Ride dick and grab the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, there's an exception to every rule. And I know there's women out there that want an honest man and all that good shit. But, you know, you got to think about the trauma or non-trauma or semi-trauma or any experiences whatsoever women have been through. And they gaze that off of men they meet and they're like, fuck that. If you're cool, I might fuck you, but I'm not trying to get into that. Like, especially when this young one girl I was talking to was like, nigga, I do want to have kids one day, but now I just want to just fuck everything moving. You know what I mean? Like, okay. They go to work, they make their own money, they pay their own rent, or they live with their parents or whatnot, but whatever it is, they got their car, they got their thing, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's a liberated woman. And like I'm saying, and there was a study, and shout out to Joe Rogan, that's why I love Joe Rogan so much. Gad Sad was on there. If you guys want to educate yourself at all and know about like and hear from real professors and people who do studies and psychiatrists, psychologists, Gad Sad will fucking teach you some shit. So he said there was a study that I think it was recent. It has to be recent that men are more sensitive than women.
I believe that.
I believe that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because the liberated woman has been, you know what I'm saying, like I'm talking about like, I go old school, like Queen Latifah and like just the women in music, the women in movies and all that shit they've been through and Harvey Weinstein and all that shit. And it's just like, a couple years ago they were like, we're done. Ghost, like the women invented the ghost. That was not, guys used to do that shit all the time, but the women put that shit in effect. The ghost move is the most liberated move in this fucking decade because they actually don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I remember I was like 20. I was young. I was young in my 20s. And I was dating this girl, looking bomb as fuck. And I remember we're gonna go back to beepers, okay, pagers.
Right.
No cell phones. Oh, we had cell phones, but you had a brick. If you know what a brick is, it's a really big cell phone. Shout out to Dave, rest in peace. Yellow Cadillac, motherfucking Air of Bum Equipment Clothing, New York chef, fucking awesome ass dude. Y'all know what's up. He was awesome with the brick. Dope dealing white boy. Quarter of an apartment on Madison down there in Pasadena. Yeah, a quarter of a floor. That nigga had a quarter of a floor of an apartment building.
A quarter of a floor.
Back then, a quarter of a floor of an apartment building. Yeah, like when you walk into his apartment, there's double doors, like different strokes.
No idea what you're talking about.
Like an apartment, like
Oh, okay. No,
big ass apartment.
big apartment. Okay.
Yeah. So, I remember I was blowing this girl. I was blowing her up. 911, not 911. Just like, you know, you ain't hit me back. You usually come through. You know what I'm saying? Page me, call me back, call me something. And then she texted me back later, like in that afternoon. And was like, "Are you bleeding? Do you need to go? Or you need to ride to the hospital? Like, what's the fucking emergency?"
Oh, wow.
I ain't never sweated a woman again. She said, "Don't you ever fucking be blowing me up like that." I said, you're not even my man. Don't blow me up like that. And she was younger than me.
Yeah.
That what hurt. I was like, I am never sweating a woman again. Ever. Fuck that. I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, I've had sweated women since then. Thank God. Thank God it's only been one. You know, I sweated women more than I did my ex. You know what I'm saying? My ex wanted me back, and then my daughter was just like, nah, just stay on that side. But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. But back to Tinder. Tinder is like Candy Crush to me. It's superficial. You see how the tangents I go on?
Yeah. It's a long tangent.
Long tangent. Tinder is superficial. It's a game. I don't believe, it's a hookup site is what I was getting at. It's a hookup site, and women will definitely let you know that they're not there for a hookup.
Looking for the one.
Looking for the one. So the women on Tinder, this goes out to the women that are on Tinder that has to say not here for hookups. Just get off of Tinder. Tinder is pretty much like an Instagram. It's like a social media page because they're not going to fuck you. And they don't want to meet you. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Now, there's women that on there that want to fuck you and meet you or whatever. And I would like to say that Tinder, ladies on Tinder, I'm hip to your game. I'm hip to your angles. Your angles are be on point. If you have a great smile, you're going to show it. If you don't,
Right.
you're not.
You're not.
You're not showing your smile. Smiling is corny, especially you're taking pictures, because I've seen photographers in parks doing Tinder profiles with models or, these pictures got to be good because it's a Tinder profile. Parents are pressuring me. I got to find me a man. Got to marry him, have kids, minivan, cut my hair off, all that good stuff. So I'll get into that later. And that is that's stereotypical thing that I will go in later. But yeah, the Tinder profile is not for, to me, it's not for what it's meant to be, which is a hookup site. So again, I'm hip to you ladies with the angles because I went on a date, hopped on a train, and went to Hollywood. I'm like, it's gonna be fun. Date in Hollywood. Nice Hollywood bar, date night. I don't know you.
Sounds expensive.
I hope you look. No, it was not at all. Very sure.
Really?
No, not
Hollywood,
at all.
not expensive? Not a $12 drink
At the bar, we're not eating. We're drinking.
Okay.
All right. Angles. Ooh, I hope you look like your picture. Now, my ex that I dated off of Tinder, the one I smoked a blunt with.
Like high up angle?
She kind of looked like her picture, but her angles made her look different. For fucking sure. So this one I meet, she's like, I'm over here behind the bar. There's a pillar that I'm like, why are you hiding behind the bitch? Okay, look. Hey, how you doing? Whoa, there's your smile. Didn't see that one coming. So not only do you have a gap in your, and gaps can be sexy as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But you don't look like your picture. Your angles, come on now. It's superficial. Now, I don't...
Yeah, that's why I don't do Tinder, because you know how nice I am? Like, I'll be fucking stuck with whatever monster comes my way, and fucking I'll be like, oh, what's up? So, no. I can't...
Whatever monster comes your way?
Yeah.
Good Lord, don't say that.
No, so that's why I don't do Tinder.
I don't look at, like I said.
I'd rather meet somebody like in person.
I love meeting women in person, and the thing about it is, man, like me, I don't discriminate. I am a chubby chaser. If you're petite, you're in trouble. if you're chubby, you're in trouble. Either way, you're in trouble. I don't give a fuck. I don't discriminate. White, black, Hispanic, fucking Cambodian. I don't give a fuck. Like, all the above. I love women, period. But
yeah, I'm on equal opportunities, but I don't do fatties.
I do fatties.
Not me, man. I can't do it. It's like I lie to myself.
No. Fatties need love too, man. And they're beautiful women. Just got a little extra weight on them. Now,
no, I'm a little shallow.
I got a limit.
I'm a little shallow.
I got a limit. That is shallow. I do have a limit. I don't discriminate. Come on, dude. I'm not going to be walking around.
Step on the scale before we go out.
No. Now, that's mean. That's mean. This is our engineer, guys. He's not me.
He's not here for a long time.
That's me. But I got a limit. I'm not going to be walking around here looking like the number 10. That's for sure. That's for sure. Because you know I'm a thin guy. But we're not going to be looking, we're not going to be...
But you'll do an 18.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We can look like 18. Ain't going to be looking like 6 or 10, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll do the number 3. The number 3 at 8. Well, yeah, I like a little, little cushion for the pushing, little curves, little fupa. Oh, we love the fupa. You know
I
what
guess
I
it
mean?
depends because I have seen some like chubby, like attractive girls. Like,
Fuck yeah, cute as
but
shit, cute as shit. But I don't discriminate. You can be fucking yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as we vibe, like I said, like you know, I've tried or I've had sex with women and it's been completely like, oh, well, that's not happening again. Sometimes you just don't vibe with people. Yeah. I remember just two women that I messed with in the past said, how come you're not coming? I'm like, that's something you got to get used to. You know what I mean? Like, it does what it does. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm in control, sometimes I'm not. And if I'm on a good night, it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it won't happen till round 3. And I'm a round 2 type of guy. I'm a round 2 and 3 type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, I like the last. Hopefully, it lasts as long as possible because I got a reputation to hold up out there. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, just generally speaking, just
championship belt.
no, just for your own self. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a workout. You know what I mean? You want to have a whack ass workout, and then again, you don't want somebody not calling you back. Like this one girl, like I came over there because I was actually trying to keep it down. And me trying to keep it down and be quiet affected my performance, which led to her not calling me back anymore.
That does happen.
Huh?
That does happen.
That does happen.
It's happened to me, man. I had a bad performance one time and fucking.
You're not getting a call
I got
back.
halfway ghosted.
Shout out to my Jamaican. No, I messed with this Jamaican girl very, very, very long time ago. Gorgeous, beautiful. And I mean, gorgeous. Shout out to Mussolini for picking up from the airport because he couldn't believe. I'm like, he said, why did you have me pick her up? I said, because I was at work and you weren't. And you have a car and you needed to get to LAX. And he was like, she was fucking. I said, yeah. I said, what she have on? Summer dress? Short legs? I mean, she was flawless. Chocolate brown skin. And you know when, back then we was up here in Altadena, and me and my mom were sister. So you know when I got off of work, because I was coming from Ontario. So you know where she was when I got off of work and got to the house? She was in my mom's bed, taking a nap. That's how much love she had. Lay down, you got jet lag. And I'm seeing her and I'm like, I'm about to have so much fun with this. Oh my God. So she had us staying up in the Beverly Wilshire for like 2 weeks. Had a bomb ass spot in the valley with her homegirls with the pool, jacuzzi. Had her own little back house where she was here. Bomb as fuck. So yeah. Our sex was terrible.
Wow.
In the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning. I would come too quick. Kept doing it. And she was like, no, we're gonna work this out. Anybody else was gonna be like, this is a waste. It's a waste of penis. Why? Why do I even put up with this? Why do I even deal with you? And she pretty much, we went into training. And I swear to God, man, we got it up to where it was just like all-nighters. Like, we're working this thing out. Like, you're not finna waste this penis. It's coming too quick. You gotta knock this out. And yeah, we had some of the best sessions. Yeah, shout out to my Jamaican, because we don't say names on this podcast. Nope. So, shout out to my Jamaican and all the women that are understanding and have the perseverance to work through the young men, because I'm pretty sure they're young. I'm pretty sure you're not old and coming quick. That you have to learn a technique or something by that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I didn't know what this podcast was going to be. I'm going to drop it on Spreaker. Hopefully I'm going to have, some guests on. Shout out to Soren and who the fuck else was I talking to? Chaz. Was his name Chaz? Yeah, shout out to Chaz, Soren. Whoever else, be looking for a host and all that good shit. So, thanks. Am I still recording? Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, I am. So yeah, shout out to Joanna for sitting in with me.
No problem, man.
And thank you, listeners, if you're going to listen to our conversation. Once again, listen to Cam Lopez Solo Podcast on SoundCloud. This is the spinoff. I'm Brandon Lowe with my homie, Yo Allen. And we're about to take off because it's taco night at the spot. I'll see you guys soon. I'm out.